Now let's take a look to the most basic parameters of the configurations application. We will open this PHP file where we will be able to customize the parameters to our needs. We will start with the connection to the database, that is this line of code. Just make sure that the database you create in PHPMyAdmin is the same. Next is the URL where all the PHP files that uses the application will be. Now it's time to apply an encryption algorithm to save our sensitive data in the database encrypted. Just make sure that you change the name of this variable when you go to release the app. Now are the tokens used in communications to differentiate between the different parameters. No need to change nothing here unless you want to go deeper with the changes. The next variable will define how many reports from the users are needed in order to automatically change the request to a warning that will advise the other users that there could be something wrong with that request. In the next images, you can see the difference between a normal request and a request that has received the state of warning. When the users click on that request, a warning message will advise them that their request could be toxic. If you are not interested to keep tracking of the reports, this variable will allow you to automatically set as toxic request the request that receive a high number of reports. You can see in these images how the toxic ban has been applied to the request, and it will not appear in the search results, but it will appear in a history linked to the user's profile, so everybody can know about the toxic behavior of the user. Next parameter is the time that it has to pass in order to be able to post another proposal for a request for free. The system is prepared so the provider cannot keep posting offers without stopping. In the images we can see an example of two proposals posted. The first one is for free and the second one is through an in-app purchase. This next parameter is the number of free requests available to the customer to create a request. If the customer wants to create many requests at the same time, he will have to pay for it. The next three parameters are related to the number of images that the users can use for the posts. Configure them wisely if you don't want that the users could make you run out of space in the server. Finally, the last one is an additional encryption system used for the in-app purchases. Please remember to change it both in this PHP file and in the C# code of the project.